Hello, guys. Good evening, good day, good morning. Can you hear me? Can you see me well? Hello. So happy to be with you today, and I'm very grateful that so many of you have joined. And I literally loved reading the updates from Philip. And I felt like I'm doing all of that, the motorcade arriving, the red carpet rolling. I feel like I need to do it all in my room, before I start, so that it looks that natural. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I love our community that people from so many different corners are here. Greetings, Trev. Greetings, Yoda. Malenki Boyovi Yenot. This is a nice address. I'm very grateful for our team, and it's quite big. Thank you so much, Martin, Philip, Rudy, Spencer, and special greetings to Francesca. So, honestly, today we have one of my favorite topics, and that is we are going to speak about the future inevitable collapse of Russia. And right now we observe that Putin's empire is becoming weaker, weaker, and weaker. I want to take a couple of minutes to read greetings from all these beautiful places. So you can write me where you are right now. And I'm always so honored that we have people from the Netherlands and from Ireland and from Scotland and from Oblast of California and Saskatchewan and from Sweden and from New York Oblast and Switzerland again and Nice, of course, Francois, hello, and from Canada and UK and Norway. I dream to visit Norway, you know that. And from Oregon and Portugal and Arkansas and New Zealand. And I know we always have people from Australia, beautiful land, Belgium, Colorado, Slovakia, Finland. How was your yesterday, Independence Day? And Perth in Australia, that's what I'm saying. Stockholm in Sweden, and Bavaria, and Barcelona, and Indiana, USA, England, Estonia, oh my God, Poland, Czech, and New York, and Germany, and Southampton. And thank you so much for being here. And Los Angeles, and Deutschland, hello, and Pennsylvania, and Florida, and Czech to Poland again, and India, Montreal, oh my God, Washington, Доброго вечора з Нідерландів, Portugal. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm honestly honored that our community is so truly international, that I have a digital advisor on the channel. I've mentioned you, he's like a friend who helps with the thumbnails and sometimes does some analytics. Greetings to Bulgaria. And he says, oh my God, the channel is truly international, and all because we have our people literally everywhere. Greetings to Prague. And you make me so happy when I read how you communicate. Milwaukee, Kentucky. When you speak with each other, when you know each other, when you become stronger together. Greetings to Holland and Portugal and Virginia and Brazil and many, many beautiful people. And Copenhagen, Denmark, we have Denmark. And thank you so much for being here today from all of your beautiful countries. I'm sure, have viewers in Paris, and big things are happening right now in Paris because I have just watched the photos of President Zelensky meeting with President Macron and Donald Trump. And there are lots of photos. Greetings to Namibia, South Africa, Netherlands. There are so many photos, and like all of us are zooming, looking at the faces and facial expressions of Zelensky, of Trump, trying to understand what were they talking about. But one of the best things is that all of this happening in the context of Russia losing in Syria. And, I feel like we do need to speak about this collapse of Putin's zone of influence. I will be ready to answer your questions. Thank you so much. And greetings to Belize. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, William, for joining us and for your constant support and the coffees, of course. And Australia. We have a lot of friends from Australia on the channel and from New Zealand, and I'm very honored with that. Another proof how far away we can be from the perspective of kilometers, but not in the way we see the world. Thank you so much, Thomas. And well, let's start talking about this topic because it is actually quite big. And we may not have enough time to discuss everything about the future potential dissolution of Russia, but it is an inevitable process that has actually already started because, thank you so much, Amaritsky. Thank you so much. Personally, bigger countries, traditionally richer countries, describe other countries that their zone of influence. We have to be realistic. There are many of such countries, and they can actually treat the zone of interest, zone of influence differently. Some may not interfere that much. Others may want to slowly swallow it, the adjacent territories. From one point of view, thank you so much, Dan, the time of empires is already over. There were a lot of them. Many of you come from the countries that were former empires, had colonies, but very important, greetings to Romania, and you did cool with the decision of your constitutional council. This is a slap on the face of Russian hijackers. We will speak about that too, because this is another loss of Putin's regime. So, like in the 19th century, the map was a bit different. There were empires, but up to the end of the 19th century, and especially in the 20th century, the majority of the big empires collapsed. Some of them did it quite naturally, slowly, and we may say beautifully, like less damaging for the countries that were a part of them. But for some, it was a very painful process. Anyway, by the mid of the 20th century, especially after the end of the Second World War, no real empires were left apart from the USSR. No matter what name Russia takes, be it empire, Soviet Union, federation, it keeps this very typical